Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to day 20, the big 2-0 of the Wild Thing 30-day yoga challenge. My name's Jonas. Today we're going to be working on spine flexibility. We're going to be moving all through the different planes of the spine, so it'll be a good one to kind of wake up and warm up your back. It's also a good one to bring some relief if you're having some lower back pain, or even just a good one to do at the end of the day to make you kind of feel better after a crazy day, particularly if you've been on like your feet or been moving around a lot. So it'll be work everything that's kind of attached to the spine. So even the neck, the shoulders, the hips. I say let's get started. You can stand up, you can have your feet together or far apart for this side bend here. Bring your hands up. And then let's bring that left hand over to the left. Reach that right hand over to the left. I'm going to bring my feet together. Push that right hip even more over to the right. Look up at that right elbow. Try to keep your head in line with your arms so you're not reaching back or forward. Everything's all in line, stacked on top of each other. Start to slow down your breath here, focusing on your breath. All right, let's come on up. Bring that right hand over to the right, left hand up and over. Push that left hip over to the left. Let's bring that left hand up. Bring your feet apart so your toes are facing each other, your heels facing each other. You can maybe even bring your toes in a little bit. Heels out a little bit. Straighten your legs. Inhale your hands up. And exhale, forward fold. Maybe have a bend in your knees. If they're straight, have at least a soft bend in your knees. Bring your hands to the mat or block. You can practice stillness here, just kind of bringing the crown of your head towards the floor underneath you, or you could even kind of wiggle around a little bit here. If that feels good, helps you feel the stretch a little bit more. If you know you have flexibility in your hips and spine, you could even put your hands behind your ankles and just give yourself a little bit of pressure to bring yourself down a little bit more. Now let's bring our hands onto the mats, bend our knees. Let's bring ourselves down to the mat into a table. So knees underneath your hips, wrists underneath your shoulders. Check where you're putting the weight in your hands. Like you should be putting the weight in your fingers, so you could even maybe bring your wrists off. That will engage your forearms, and if you have wrist sensitivity, it'll take some of the weight off of your wrists. And let's inhale to a cow. Open up your heart towards the front. Bring your tailbone up, create an arch in your lower back. And exhale back into a cat. Bring your chin towards your chest. Bring your tailbone down. Separate separating your shoulder blades. Let's do that again. Inhale to a cow. Exhale back into a cat. You can keep on doing these, going at your pace. You don't have to follow my pace here. So I'm moving with my breath. My breath will probably be different than yours. Let's try to do 3 or 4 more. So when you inhale to a cow, fill all the corners of your lungs. When you exhale back into a cat, squeeze all the air out. Finish up on your last round here. And come into neutral spine. And bring your hands up to the front of your mat. Slide your chest forward and down. Have your elbows kind of almost be squeezing into your side. We're going to a cobra. Toes pointed behind you. Inhale your chest up. Bring your shoulders down away from your ears. Bring the crown of your head kind of propelling forward. So almost imagine that you're using your hands just to lightly propel you forward. That in your lower back, that in your glutes. And exhale down. Let's slide onto our backs. Nice and easy. Come on back. Have that right knee bringing over to your right chest. Extend that left leg out. Then bring that right knee over to the left, just for a lying twist here. Make sure you keep that right shoulder onto the floor. You'll look over it to your right hand. Now help add an extra twist into this. Don't worry about bringing that knee to the floor. That's not the point. I think someone's here. You can bring that right knee back up. You straighten that leg. Now if that twist is too much, you can bring both knees up. I'll demonstrate that. And then bring your knees over to the side. So this would be over to the left. Sorry, to the right side. So you're stretching that left hip. Bring that left hand over to the left. You could even look over at that left hand, keeping both shoulders on the floor. And try to just think about your breath here. Think about the pose. Think about any sensations you feel. I'm going to extend my right leg just so I can feel this more. You know, we do these little videos, they're about 10 minutes or so. Let them be just at least 10 minutes of the day where you're not thinking about what you're going to do later in the day or next week. That stuff will always be there. Just let this time be for you. You could bring that left knee up. And you could stay on the floor if you want for a little bit of relaxation, maybe into a shavasana. Or you can bring yourself up and you are done. So I think that's good for the day. Feel free to leave any comments, feel free to subscribe, feel free to share, feel free to do all that jazz. Yeah, and until then, I'll see you all tomorrow. Stay wild, everyone. Thank you.